Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to Bitofpizza. First of all, before we get this video started, I just want to thank you ever so much for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. We hit that milestone 2 weeks ago, and ever since the channel's been growing nice and slowly. I really appreciate it. Thanks for following, thanks for liking our videos, thanks for commenting, thanks for sharing them. Much appreciated. We do owe you guys a drink, so if you do know me, come at me. I'll buy you a drink in about 5 years' time.
Cheapest bottle of water.
Cheapest bottle of water, yeah. What? Who the fuck said that? Anyway, today's a special day. I say special, it's a car I've always wanted to own. It's a nice sunny day in England, and it's sitting just there. All everyone's got to do is just pan the camera to his left, and then you'll find out what car it is. As you can tell, it is a Nissan 350Z, as my American compadres would say. Fantastic car. I've got it in a launch spec orange. Don't know what the orange is called, Limon spec or some shit like that. Fuck knows. And then you've got the Rays engineering alloys. These are forged, by the way, so I don't know what that means, but it means something.
It means you can happily go over a pothole without breaking your wheel.
Oh, is that what it means?
No, but
okay, not fair enough. It probably does, you know, forged and all that stuff. This is obviously the Z, so this is dating back to the 240 Datsun back in the days.
it also doubles up as an N though, if you look at it that way.
Does it? Oh yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it does look like an N actually, to be fair.
Which is like their sport division.
Exactly that. There's a Citroen. Just got to probably drive really slowly behind me. Yeah, to
Slow down even more.
You dirty little slut. Coming around to the interior, we've got a fairly plasticky scenario of things here. I mean, obviously there's a lot of plastic, but at the end of the day, it is a 2004 Nissan, and then we can't expect too much out of it. You've got all the dials you need in there, then you've got your little traction off button, which is just sitting there.
Which is aftermarket, isn't it?
Which is aftermarket, yeah. So the standard button, which is to your right, which is that one there, ESP off. So it only cuts the ESP off, it doesn't cut off the stability control. So basically it means you can't drift it as well as you would hope. So, recommend it if you like going sideways, which obviously I do. Coming around to the rear, just a very nice sort of proportional angle, as you can see, of the vehicle. To be honest, growing up I wasn't the biggest fan of 350Zs, but I think now looking at them, they just age so well, and the way it just sits with the lines. If you think of a modern car, no modern car really looks like this. Even the GT86, for example, it doesn't have the same sort of vibe. Even the Supra.
It's iconic, but this was kind of like the poster car for like teenagers.
Exactly that. Obviously, Tokyo Drift. You've all watched that film growing up. Obviously, this car was on there. It's obviously what got me a bit, excited in regards to when I was picking it up. I was just watching Tokyo Drift the day before. I was like, oh, I'm going to be like DK, but
yeah,
today I was pretty DK-ish. So let me show you the aftermarket mods it does have, which is my coat, and also some Meister R coilovers. I believe these are the GT1 coilovers. I don't actually know, I don't really read the brochure, but fantastic. It helps the handling of the car so much, and more so the stability, I'd say. More so I'd say it helps like the dampening of the vehicle. Just sits on the road really, really well. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the outside. Obviously the beauty of this car is when you drive it, so what we'll do is we'll go and do a couple of little skids and just enjoy it on our private road in Mexico. Actually not in Mexico, we're in Cancun, which is in Mexico. Right guys, so you join us inside the 350Z. As you can tell, in terms of the interior, there's not much to expect really. I mean, it's just a lot of plastics. You'd think there was a sat-nav screen behind there, but it's just a bunch of tissues for the passenger, when they shit themselves, which obviously happens. And then the interior, again, fairly basic. You've got the little fully traction off button here, which is all you need really. The normal one doesn't really do much in terms of cutting the sort of traction off. Only cuts off the ESP, it doesn't cut off the stability control, so you can't really drift properly. This one deletes it completely, and you just gotta be careful you don't fucking dink it with your elbow, because if you do, you'll be into a tree.
You're going sideways, boy.
Exactly that, and your mum will be making an RIP Facebook page, and that'll be pretty awkward for her to do. But yeah, the inside, honestly, for me, I'm a 6'4" guy, I fit so nicely and snug, it's absolutely delicious, can't go wrong. But the most dominating thing about this car is the engine. It is obviously the 3.5 litre V6 VQ engine. Listen to that. Oh. She screams.
Woo.
She definitely screams.
Sounds good.
But like I said, it's only got the sports cats fitted. It does need a back box delete or some sort, or something like that, just to get it a bit more out of its shell, you know.
You can hear it being resonated.
Exactly that, and it's just like, imagine if you're gay and you're just in a closet. This is pretty much what this is like. The exhaust is in a closet. Once it eventually comes out, it will be a very happy chappy. Obviously.
And it will have two very large holes.
Exactly that. Like I said, the driving segment of a 350Z should always involve some. Oh my god, is that Mclaren? Yes, it is.
Oh,
thank you. Let's go. Send it for him. And he's behind. What a pussy. He just crushed it. He's either really angry or just like, whoa, that was fucking sick, man.
We'll soon find out.
We'll soon find out, because last time we did that with a car, someone got rear-ended. And we weren't involved. But yeah, man. Mclaren E46, you think, you know, you come up to some nice driving roads, you gotta send it, bro. What's going on, man? Fucking hell. Like, look, I'm doing 32 miles an hour. He's not even catching up. Pussy.
But on the subject of seeing another M3, 300 brake is the perfect amount, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is.
Two 6-cylinder cars with 300 brake or
exactly.
thereabouts.
Obviously, that was featured in our last video, and then, you know, obviously we like that car, to be fair. So let's see his reaction on the way back. I told you he'd like it, but he obviously enjoyed that little treacle there. But yeah, obviously we featured the E46 in the last video. That's a great car, fantastic. But I do feel like for the money I've paid for this, I'm having a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Like easier to slide, I'd say. Just nicer place to be, I think.
Do you know what? It's bratwurst versus sushi, and I think I'd rather have sushi.
I'd rather have sushi. And
It's a
also
bit more
the sushi's
exciting,
cheaper as well.
Exactly.
So exactly that. So I ain't complaining. I'm very happy with the car, man, honestly. Like I said, for the money I've paid, I'm ecstatic. But the M3 does still live in my head. Obviously, E92 more so. That's still the dream car I want to get. Purely just to fill in half an hour. I'll see where it takes us in the channel. But for now, like I said, I'm going to put an exhaust on it. I'm just going to live with it every day. See how I get on. I'll let you guys know how it does get on. But generally speaking, so far, honestly, I'd give it a, not including interior, I would give it genuinely a 10 out of 10. But if we're talking about all-round experience, like, you know, fuel consumption, and then, you know, insurance costs, etc, etc.
Shit that no one cares about.
Shit that no one cares about. I'd probably give it an Evo 7 out of 10. You know, the little fucking neeks that do like these reviews, like, yeah, I'd give like a 7 out of 10 if I was doing a Niki review. But if I'm doing like a you know, a real world review,
yeah, go sideways.
Watch, there's a Yaris over there. Watch him get gapped in 2 seconds. So look, there's a Yaris Toyota GV20, guys. This guy's probably spent the same money as an M3 and this, and you know, he's sitting there with his little GR sticker. It's not even a GR, so he's just embarrassing himself even more. He's just gonna get gapped. Like that, see? It's embarrassing for you, baby. It's embarrassing. Doing some back-breaking speeds down there. See, he tried to push it as well.
Man,
He tried to push it.
this little hybrid fucking cigarette lighter, man.
Fucking washing machine, get out of here. I ain't got much more to say. Evan, what have you got to say about the car?
It's a very good car, honestly. You know me.
Yeah.
I hate on older cars. I see the plate, I'm like, oh, it's an 04 plate, it's gonna be shit. But like that is changing my mind. Shit like that just changes my mind.
To go, woo! It just needs another exhaust. That's what it needs, and I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm very, very thrilled.
I would be too.
Yeah. But you're more than
For £5,000 as well, we shouldn't really let the money dictate the driving experience.
Exactly that.
It's a great car, and it just so happens that it's very cheap as well.
Precisely that. Yeah, like even if this was 2006 and this was still 15k, I'll still give it a very good score. It's just now we can get this particular car £5,000.
And it's just most modern cars like M2s and C63s, they don't really cut it. You're paying so much money to have like a really numb and clinical driving experience.
But think, how much is an M2 on finance? You're still paying £400 a month, PCP. You don't even own the motherfucker.
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
like, fair enough, let's say you couldn't afford to buy it outright, you paid a loan, it'd probably cost you like 100 and something a month, and you pay off a lot less time, and you get to keep it. And it's not owned by the bank, it's just owned by yourself. Right guys, so that was the video today. I'm really, really ecstatic with how the 350Z has turned out. I absolutely love it so much. Honestly, the smile on my face when I drive it, when I accelerate it, just cannot wait to straight pipe it now. So obviously keep tuned, those videos will be coming along. I'll be straight piping it, potentially turboing it, who knows, we'll see. Obviously how the financials go more than anything, because that's all it comes down to, let's be real. So as long as the financials are good, we'll get there, we'll turbo it with this ain't crazy on the channel. And I just want to thank you guys for the support, hitting 1,000 subs, much appreciated. Let's carry on sharing, pushing our content. Obviously we want to make more. You know, imagine the turbo 350Z in a couple of weeks time, who knows, 500 horsepower, doing rolling races against GTRs. Sky's the limit, so just carry on sharing it, supporting it, much appreciated. Thank you for your support so far, and take care, and make sure you check out the other videos.